Sushmita Dev is a TMC MP. She's joining us live on the broadcast as well. Sushmita, thank you for your time here on Mirror Now. I've just finished a conversation with Shobha Gupta, who's detailing why this whole, this whole premise of good behavior by the 11 convicts simply does not stand. And what happened is deliberate, that the Gujarat government, the jail authorities, people who signed on to that remission order knew exactly what these guys were up to, and yet the remission order was signed and they were set free. I want to ask you that a government that is going into an election year, this is an election year for Gujarat, why would they do it? Many people would say this is harakiri. Why would you do it? This gets you so much bad press. Look at the amount of negative headlines you're generating. Sushmita, you'll have to unmute yourself.
Sorry. I have to say that as more and more facts are revealed about how this case has been handled by the Gujarat government, it just keeps getting uglier and sadder. And like you said, the scary part is how the government and the committee set up by the government is consistently and relentlessly circumvented processes that has been put in place by our legal system. Now, you see, to my mind, there is no confusion in the mind of the government or the party that is running the government. I'll tell you why. Because when something like this happened, what the BJP could have easily done, the politicians of the BJP, is said that, look, what's happened, we don't accept it. There was a committee there and we had nothing to do with it. We also don't like the decision. But the Union Minister Prahlad Joshi is on record to say that unko good behavior pe choda gaya. So please understand, as a political party, BJP is not disowning this. BJP is actually owning this. Saying what happened is as per law and they have the right to be released on good behavior. And then as it turns out, there are multiple FIRs against these 11 convicts when they were out for parole for about 1,000 days. That means this is preconceived, this is premeditated, this is planned by the Bharatiya Janata Party. That's the conclusion I arrive at. And like you may think that this is suicidal for a government like Gujarat to do this just before election. But let me tell you something, that this is a government that came to power despite the Gujarat riots, because that's their narrative. That's the narrative they thrive on. You and me as reasonable citizens who believe in a secular country, who believe in a safe country for women, because Bilkis Bano her religion is not important, but the way the crime was committed, what her lawyer was just saying earlier, I think it's a human rights issue. It's a human rights issue, but the BJP is treating it. The only conclusion I can arrive at is the way it's been handled and the way they are owning it. They are treating it on different lines, not as a women's security issue or a human rights issue, but as an issue which they think that it might help them in the Gujarat elections. That's my biggest fear, and that's the saddest and the scariest part for a country like ours.
Sushmita, we'll leave it there for the moment. Thank you very much for joining us with your thoughts on what has happened. And as I said, what happened was a travesty of justice. And this is not really a legal argument to make. This is a moral argument to make. Let's see what our panelists say this evening. Sushmita, thank you very much for your time.